Hey everybody, I'm recording this and I have two devices because this is, I think, how we're going to make this work on Instagram. But this is going to be a basic Instagram training. And what I'm going to do is show you through how, I think I'm going to anyway, I'm going to show you through just very basic Instagram stuff, okay? So I'm just going to show you the basic tools of Instagram along with sort of how to use those. Okay, so this is my Instagram account. And you'll see some friends on here that are in our businesses with us as well. But what I'm going to, I'm not supposed to be getting notifications right now. Anyway, what I'm going to show you is basically how to navigate yourself in Instagram. Okay, so it's the same as Facebook in the sense that there's a news feed, there's a spot to directly message people, and instead of calling it a private message, it's called a direct message. And essentially you can, message people back and forth, you can post, you can love on their stuff. There's not all these different ways to love on their stuff. There's just the heart, and you can comment. So there can be dialogue. The heart, though, isn't called a love, it's called a like, which you'll see in a few minutes. So I'm just going to show you, this is the news feed. I'm just scrolling through this right now. There's some really cute stuff. So here's my friend Anita's business. And if I double tap on her picture, so I just did, you see the white heart showed up, and then underneath the picture, right here in this area, there is a red heart, so it just signifies that it worked, I guess. You can also tap on this little dialogue bubble, and I'm going to do that right now. And I'm just going to, I don't want to share it. I'm going to tap on the dialogue bubble, and I'm just going to do some of that. Okay. Emojis are very, very, very strong in Instagram land. They are in Facebook land as well, but they're really strong. Now up here, I can go back to where I was. So I'm going to do that now. There I am back to her post. Now, if I would like to share it, I can do that by tapping on this little arrow right here. So if I tap on that, I can share it with people. I can actually add the post to my story, which is something for later, okay? But I'm going to cancel that because I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to keep going here, and you'll see like there's all different types of posts. Notice this one right here. Hang on. It went away. Hang on here. Make it come new again. Okay, see the 1/2 right there? That just means that she's posted 2 pictures. So if I swipe sideways, you'll see the second picture. So that's another important feature of Instagram that makes it different than Facebook. And Facebook, we just, we can click or we can see them all at once or whatever, but it's different on Instagram. Instagram is very instant in the sense that stuff gets instantly put up. People can instantly tap 2 times to get the like. They can instantly touch the dialogue box or bubble and instantly, put stuff up. It's just supposed to be so much more instant. But by the way, Instagram is owned by Facebook, just so you know. There are sponsored ads just like there are on Facebook, but this is what you see no matter if you're on your computer, your iPad, or your phone. But again, this is a mobile-based app, and it works, its functionality is much stronger on your phone. So now I'm going to show you some other features. I'm going to go back home. So I clicked the little house, oops, can't see it because my thing's annoying. The little house down below on the left-hand side, you'll see it. That's how you go home. The other, it's not going to show up because of my Zoom menu, but beside the house there's a little magnifying glass, so you can search if you want. I tapped that just now, and then I could search up here. I could search things. So if I typed in, let's say, Bridget Ryan, her name is right below there, so it just made me think of it. She's got a gorgeous Instagram feed. You guys should go check it out. She's a Plexus ambassador as well. So if I want to go check out Bridget, I could. But again, I click on that little arrow and I can go back to where I was, always, always. And then if I click this little cancel, it'll take me back home, or I can click the home button down below and it'll take me home. So there's a variety of ways, and you can't break it. You really can't break it. So I'm going to show you a story. I'm going to show you mine actually. So your story will always be the one at the top underneath the little camera. So right here, it's going to say your story and it's going to have your profile picture. Okay. So this is what a story looks like. I'm not going to go into training on how to make a story right now, but I will tell you right now that they are highly valuable, and I have reached more people with my story than I have with anything else, and more so on Instagram and Facebook. I do these little things called polls, and there's not one up here right now because it just expired. Your story is literally only 24 hours long, and then it expires. You can save it to your camera roll if you want, and you can recycle them later. You can do a variety of things, which I'll show you in a subsequent training. If someone has liked or loved your stuff, the little heart that's down beside the plus sign at the bottom of the screen is where you can see that. So I just posted something about Robbie here not very long ago, and you can see that it's gotten a little bit of traction. It was not like maybe 10 minutes ago. So it's just this little post, and I'm going to show you how to do one in just a second. You'll notice that I didn't use an emoji in that one. I'll have to go back and put one on. So let me show you how to do that. Literally, these three dots right here allow you to edit your post just like in Facebook. I'm going to click on this little edit right here on my phone though, because that's on my computer. And I'm just going to put some happy faces and some pink somethings. And that's it. And then I click done at the top, and that's it. It just puts it back in. And that's really important. Again, hashtags and emojis are very, very important. So I'm going to take you back to the top of the newsfeed again, and I'm going to show you how to post. So the little plus sign in the middle of the bottom of your screen, that I'm going to touch that plus sign on my phone. And if I want to post something, like let's say I want to post this, I find that a really engaging post, especially for my music audience. I'm going to click this next in the top right hand corner, and then I can choose a filter if I wish. Now I use Clarendon. It's the first one in a lot. So a lot of my pictures have that same look. The only time I don't use that is if I've been outside and I'm really washed out because it's really bright out already. It just brightens the picture up. So most of the time I do use it. Then I'm going to click next again, and that's when I can add text. I can add hashtags, and I can add those emojis. So let's say I was ready to rock. I click OK in the corner, and it's at that point that I click share, and it just goes on my newsfeed. I'm not going to, because I don't overpost on Instagram. I do about 4 a day, but that's about it. And I try to keep it the same to Facebook, but that's how that works. So that's how you post. We've gone through the double tap on the post. You can also click on the heart to like it. You can click on this dialog box to create, to comment, on it. You can use this little guy to share, this little guy to save, okay? And that's how simple Instagram is in terms of what to use it for. I showed you the story up above here. You can actually go and look at others. Here's Celeste Gwynn's story. Whoops, I tried to click it on my computer because I'm trying to use two things at once. Her story is always really interesting. It's always very complimentary to other companies. It shows her lifestyle, her daughter and her son. She recently went on a trip. I follow her stories every day because I usually get ideas from them. And I'm going to show you how to steal ideas from stories in the next video. Here's another story. And by the way, you click right about here to advance in a story, so you don't have to wait until the whole story is over. Okay, so you'll see that's kind of how that works. But again, I'm going to show you stories better in another video. I just wanted to kind of show you that you can actually go see other people's stories. And lastly, up in this corner, the right-hand corner, that's where the direct message center is, DM, if you've heard of DM. So if I touch that little arrow, then I can go in, if I want to, this is something that I just sent to my friend Emily, and if I want to, I can send her an audio message, which is this little microphone down here. I can send her a picture, which is the little picture icon down below. And then there's a plus sign right beside that. You can send GIFs, you can send, you know, emojis and stuff like that, just like you can in Facebook. It's just all very streamlined and in one place, which is kind of neat. If you go up to this corner up here, this thing here, you can actually send her a video. You can flag the message so that you go back to it later. And then there's this one here just shows information about Emily. I'm following her. I can mute our messages. I can mute our video chat. I can do all kinds of things. So you can do video in here just like you can on Facebook. So I'm going to get out of this message. You'll notice that it tells you, you know, how long ago you talked to the person and so on and so forth. So that's kind of neat. I like that feature a lot, but again, it's called direct messaging. And then the last thing I want to show you is this. That's called HGTV, or sorry, no, it's not, IGTV, Instagram television. And it's a whole separate app that is recognized by Instagram if you have it and you have an account, because you register your Instagram account with this app. That's a whole other training, but what I will tell you is it's like YouTube for Instagram, and you can draw it into your Instagram, especially into your story. So those of you who might like those Plexus, those new amazing videos that we have, and other product videos, whatever, you can actually upload them to the Instagram TV and then show them in your story, which is really awesome because it's just another way. So video watchers can go and look at it on your story. And people, I find, you know, I have, let's say 100 people watch my story. There's always new people every day, because the more people that watch your story, the more it kind of populates the story for you. So that's how that works, which I think is really groovy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not 100% sure here. Okay, so I'm back to Zoom. And I'm going to unpin me from my phone, unpin video, and now I'm going to be over here. Okay, perfect. So I hope you guys, there. I hope that you guys found that helpful. I hope that, you know, it gives you first steps with Instagram if you've never used it before. It is a very powerful tool, and it's a great way to get new followers because of the way that it's set up, other than the followers that you currently have on Facebook. So it's just another way to kind of branch out your social media. For me, I use it because I'm not out and about in the real world as much as maybe I'd like to be. So it helps me expand my network faster. And that's really why I use it. I started on Facebook like we all did because it was what existed first, but I really like this. Anyway, I hope that provides you guys with some value tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.